Mouthful of beans.
Mouthful of
UFCs.
All right, welcome to Mouthful of Bees MMA. We're doing our weekly short shot of news and previews 24 hours before the event. You can get updated, get medicated with your fix before the card kicks off. We're here with Kyle Steele from Van Marketplace. G'day,
Morning.
mate.
Mate, I'm medicated, don't worry.
Speaking
Ready to
of,
go.
what's going on with your left-hand arm there? Left arm.
Had bicep surgery, mate, but I've still got my right arm. That's all that matters. I only need one arm to do everything.
Yeah, you got to stop coat hanging people. It's an old move now, and they don't look fondly upon it.
No, I think I just got to retire, to be honest. I think that's it. Like nearly 40. I think I just need to improve my podcasting and get rid of footy.
Nice hat, by the way, even though they're not in the finals. It's a nice looking hat.
Mate, support them. Blue and gold, true and true.
That's who I'm supporting today, even though he's not fighting yet.
Yeah, I know. I like that. I like that shirt.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, if we're not getting on with it, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. So let's get a crack on. Do a quick shot of news stories this week.
Yep.
What have I got? I don't know if it's a news story, but it is kind of. Jessica I came out, said that all the weight cuts are due to a gallbladder issue, which she got removed, and she's begging for help.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Too much? Too late?
Too late, mate. Too late.
Everyone's off her because of how she acted after the weight cut. She was celebrating that she just missed. But
That's part of the sport. Like, you've been doing it for that long, haven't you? Just, like, shut up and just get it done. If you don't enjoy it, fucking see you later. You're in the wrong sport. You know what I mean? No sympathy, to be honest.
yeah, I'm sorry, Jessica, but yeah, she's got to do a bit more. Maybe prove herself and maybe fight a bit more exciting too.
Yeah, on top of that, for sure.
I don't even want to make it a story because he's just trolling us all, but Brock Lesnar.
No, that's never going to happen. Mate, he's injected to the eyeballs. He's never going to be able to pass the USADA test, so what are they worried about?
Yeah, excluding UFC 200, shout out Mark Hunt. But yeah, I think he's just get his name out there again to do some more leverage. But Dana won't get bitten twice with it, so he's like, yeah, if you want to, but hop in the pool.
No, Brock, there's not a chance Brock stops getting off the little needles. Not a chance. That guy's to the eyeballs, has for the last 20 years. Like, it's like he didn't kill somebody. Yeah, no chance Dana lets him back.
Well, kill somebody with his WWE acting. He acted them to death.
100%, or a bear hug, one or the other.
They wrestled them to death.
Yeah.
It's not really a news story. I think it's a news story. Just I follow Angela Hill. She's one of my favorites on social media, and yeah, it's part of fight announcements. But she has been putting up a hashtag, which I think is hilarious, and I don't know how she gets away with it in PC culture, but hashtag bitch fucking season, which she writes now before all her fights, which is hilarious.
And what does she mean by that? What does that mean?
Fuck some bitches up.
Yeah, right. Well, her fight game's not that exciting, let's be honest.
It is getting better. It is getting better.
It is getting better. I'll give her that. But she needs, she's no Checky. She's not going out there and absolutely toweling people up.
She did elbow. Was it Hannah Cyphers? No, couldn't be. She elbowed someone up pretty hard last time, and she's going all right. If she knocks out Waterson, I'm on board big time.
I can't believe that card's been moved to a headline. Fuck me.
They got no other option. It's a week away. We'll talk about that in a sec. Hamzat Chimaev, Dana this morning said that he's coming into the US. They're going to give him a fight in the next couple of weeks, and then they're going to give him a fight on Fight Island. He's just said that. So they're about to rush him into a fight. And then he said that the fight on Fight Island is going to be versus Damian Maia, which means they're lining him up to win the next fight So they're going to give him something easy, so they build up his name again, then give him Maya, and then all of a sudden he's leveraged into that top group. That's the plan by the looks of it.
But why Maya? Why Maya? I couldn't think of, like, fuck me. Like, I see Timmy Evan, I'm like, oh, can't wait to see him fight. And then Damien Maya, I'm like, fuck me. Why? You're not going to be able to see exactly. Maya's going to hug him, throw him on the ground. It's going to be grappling. Like, yeah, I saw that and I was like, fucking, why would they do that? Why? Dana, why?
Maybe
Sean, why?
He might be too strong for Maya, but I mean, jiu-jitsu is more technique than strength. I don't know. Maybe they might bring him in as this new grappling wizard or the next level of grappler that can just throw you around and choke you out. Or he might end up just striking with Maya and knock him clean out like Burns did. He might not even bother.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I'm happy to see him fight, but I just think that's the wrong fight.
There was a Russian wrestler who he couldn't take down a few fights ago, and he just knocked him out instead.
Well,
They might be lining that up.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Damien, yeah, I will see. You know my thoughts on Damien Maya. Put me to sleep, please. Fuck. Seriously.
How many times you've rewatched Maya Asker and that striking clinic?
Never. I think I turned it off after 30 seconds. Fuck me. Like, give us some excitement. Fuck. It's 2020.
Then it's not the best segue because Leon Edwards is a bit of a decision machine, but he's been left out in the cold lately. Where do you sit with what Leon should be doing?
Mate, I just can't believe out of all the fights he could be having in his division, the fights he's actually got. Like, if you look at his last three, I think it was Cerrone. Who was
Maybe
it?
Nelson.
Cerrone. Yeah, Gunny and they're both decisions he won. But he's fought no one in the top. Dos Anjos. He's fought no one in the top 9. What the fuck? Give the guy a fight.
Well,
like you got fucking Jorge running around, running his mouth, and I'm like, Jorge, who wants to see you fight Nate again? Like, fuck that, because that's fight Leon. That's a perfect fight.
I think I don't think there's enough money. There's more money in the Diaz one for Masvidal, so he's happy to go and do that. And also, Dana did offer Leon a fight during COVID, and Leon said no.
Who was it? Do you know?
Well, first he had the Woodley one, and that fell out. It's not his fault. But then I offered him something, and he didn't have enough time to train for it. I don't know who it was. And so what Dana's saying, he likes the people who say yes, and Leon said no to that one because he didn't have enough time. So then they went and they've matched everyone else above him up. So now he's just going to get left out. We know how the system works now. If you don't keep fighting, you're just going to fall out of line. So he's going to have to take a fight soon. It's going to have to be someone behind him, which is going to be Ponzinibbio or...
which is a dangerous fight for him. Ponzinibbio, he's underrated, that guy. Fuck, he's good.
Neil Magny.
Yeah, good.
Neil.
Yep.
He's going to have to take a fight down. And I think he needs to just get off this idea that I deserve a title shot now because time has passed. So take another fight, get yourself back.
Get a win. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, fair enough.
And stop just waiting for Masvidal. I know he deserves a fight and we can't wait to see it, but it's not going to happen yet.
Yeah, true.
All right, that's all I got for news. Fight announcements so far. There was that Teixeira Santos fight got rebooked for 2 weeks' time because of COVID. Stresses me out, but I should get used to it. How many fights just get cancelled and rebooked and rejigged and...
Yeah. I think the UFC, just quickly before we get off topic, I think the UFC needs to look at something they're doing. It's like they're scheduling all these fights week in, week out. Fucking the atmosphere at the fights, I feel like you watch the NBA and that now, they've got all these courtside people viewing in. They've got live, they're playing live crowd reactions and everything like that to make the game more engaging. I think the UFC needs to jump on that with trying to engage, have fans in the background cheering, just to create some form of atmosphere for the viewer. Because I think at the moment, I'm feeling like when I watch fights every week now, it's just fights stacked up. And half the people, it's their first couple of fights. There's all this Dana White Contender Series, all this shit going on. and it's like it's the same shit every week. It's like it's kind of getting boring. I'm like, fuck, Dana, give us something, a reason to watch. Like, you know, then there's fighters pulling out with COVID. Michelle Waterson and that Angela Hill are getting a main event spot. I'm like, fuck, they struggle to get on a fucking undercard.
Yeah.
Let alone a main event spot. And I'm like, the UFC, I think, need to do something because this is going to go on for a long time. And in 3 months' time, I won't be tuning in every week. I'll tell you that.
3 months, maybe not, but if they can string you along, and this is this 5 week period where they've just got to fill cards with names like you're saying, and it's a bit like, if they can string you along for 2 more weeks, get you to Izzy and Costa and keep you there, then they'll take you to Fight Island. Then they'll have you engaged for the next 6 weeks, hopefully. I think that's the plan, and this is that dry drought period where they're just got to try and make it through. But I think they're just trying to do cards every week to try and get viewers and keep up those numbers they promised to ESPN. And if there's not enough sport on yet, which a lot of sports coming back, but I think they're just trying to maintain. But yeah, the cards are pretty thin.
Boy, why can't on Fight Island? Why can't they bring in 10,000 people, all COVID tested, put them on Fight Island and imagine that. So you and I, we could fly to Fight Island for a month, hang out there with 10,000 other people. You book your spot in for a month and you can watch fights and you have a live crowd for a 4 week period and then you leave and a new bunch of COVID tested people come in and get to watch fights. Like, how cool would something like that be?
Oh, yeah.
And you're buying tickets. We pay for it. So the UFC's then got another stream of revenue. And away we go.
Would you pay, because you have to be there for 2 weeks in quarantine, and then you can either buy a package where you stay for a week, or just over a week, and watch 2 cards?
Yep, something like that.
So it'd have to be for the rich, but surely people would do it, especially if they, that's a good idea.
So plenty of people have money. Plenty of people make a couple of grand to fly over there, and it might cost you another 2 or 3 grand, 5 grand, go over 2 weeks, engage with UFC fighters, watch them fight. What a cool experience.
Just look, you're saying? Just how?
I think revenue for the UFC too. Right. Revenue, big time. Just to pull back some of the loss that they've obviously copped over the last 3 or 4 months. And then, just to create that atmosphere again. To bring, again, leading the way. And no one's doing that.
Feels like it might be a half measure in form of atmosphere because it's not going to be, might not be a full stadium. If it's not popular enough, it might be half full, then it might seem a bit...
They could get 5,000 or 10,000 people there every 2 weeks easily.
Plus,
the UFC
record that noise and feed it back in to double it up on a reverb or something. I'm sure there's things you can do.
Something like that, but they could sell out an arena there if everyone was COVID tested that went. It would all depend on the government, obviously, over there and what they're doing. They may not allow it, so maybe a straight no. But
they allow anything, I think.
Just allow anything. Dana White gets anything. Is a little bit of money and we're good to go.
Well, it's all about promoting UAE and giving them a good name.
Yeah.
So they're about pouring money into it. All right. Waterson Hill headlining. So you're super psyched for that, obviously.
Can't wait. Awesome. I hope Hill towers her up. I want to see Angela Hill do well, but I think that might be a tough one for her. Waterson had a win last fight, so.
You know what we're seeing is a lot less decisions lately, and even in women's fights, so it's really good to see.
I saw a lot of your tips this week were all a lot of decisions. I was like, oh, what's going on there? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that too, and I was like, fuck. I tried to change them, but I think we might have to change a tipping style soon so that you choose whether it's decision or a finish. And then we'll right on after that. But
yeah, okay. All right.
Andrade versus Chukagian, which is normally not much of an announcement, but Andrade is going up a weight class. So she's going to be shorter again than everyone and thicker again than everyone. But
yeah, I reckon she would towel up Chukagian, I reckon.
Well,
but
knockout.
More power. Yeah, knockout, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I think that's a good move for her because she's muscly. Dude, she is muscly. She's big boned. And I think that's a good move for her. She'll be a lot stronger.
She might have a weight cut now as it is.
Oh, she would for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to looking forward to seeing that fight because Chukagian is a decision machine as well. She's pretty annoying.
Yeah, she's long and rangy, so yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah. Usman Burns, December 12.
Yeah, came for that one. That'll be good.
Yeah,
that'll be good. I think Burns could pose some problems. I reckon that'll be interesting. So it'll all depend. Usman's going to try and put him on the cage like he does all the time. Put me to sleep. The only good fight he's had was Colby. That was it.
Yep. And I think Dana knows that. I mean, Dana had that problem with Tyron, boring fights. So in order to get rid of Tyron, he brought in Usman. And now he's stuck with Usman. So I'm sure he's planning how to get rid of Usman, which it seems like it's harder than getting rid of Tyron. But I think Burns might be the one he wants to do. And I think there's a fair chance Burns might be able to do it, which would be exciting for welterweight.
If Colby wins, Colby beats Woodley, Colby Usman go again, for sure.
Even Colby might want a title shot, though. But either way.
Yeah, well, Colby will get the title shot against him. If Usman beats Burns, it'll be Usman beats Colby too, I reckon, for sure.
And you excited about seeing BMF number 2?
I mean, I would. It'd be a good fight, obviously, but I think it just goes... I honestly believe it goes the exact same way as number 1. As
in doctor stoppage due to scar tissue?
No, either that or just an absolute clinic. Well, you saw when Nate fought Connor 3 times. Exact same face busted open, his scar tissue. And I just think it's going to be a clinic for Masvidal, especially after that loss. He'll be hungry, and I think he'll stop Nate even earlier, but I think it'll go the exact same way. I don't see how's Nate going to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a triathlon.
Yeah, exactly. So, but again, it's just money. As you said, they both get paid well. UFC makes some money. Everyone's happy. And the viewer, yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah.
Nate has been training. I saw he's not really skinny fat anymore. I saw him with abs, but we'll see.
Abs can't help his face, so.
Welcome to my life. Hey, all right. Just had a look at the weigh-in. We'll just do a quick weigh-in report. In the first 20 minutes, a bunch of fighters. Of note, OSP was first in after he's come down from heavyweight. Imadaev was second. So, I don't know. And then the only one who was in the mid-range took a little bit while was Vivian Araujo.
Did you see how OSP looked after being crook?
Well, he was first in. So it's either he wanted to get it out of the way and rehydrate, but I thought he looked pretty good.
That's the only reason I didn't tip him, coming off the back of that.
We'll get to tips in a sec. And of note, the last two to weigh in, which was Sakai and Overeem. But I think there's a strategy there for weigh-ins where some people choose to weigh in late, and it's just how they're staggering their weight cut. Yeah. So no one looked bad on the thing. In the face-off report, Imadaev slapped Pereira.
I saw that.
And I reckon that is to try and encourage Pereira to try and knock him out. As might be Imadaev's only chance.
He's so annoying. Pereira's so annoying to watch fight. Oh my god! What does he do? He does all that weird shit. It'd be interesting to see what he comes out with this week.
Well, last time he gassed out the last couple of fights, didn't he? Especially against that super white Canadian.
Yeah, he did. He looked good early, like he always does, because he's a big boy, 6'1", I think. But he, but you know what? I want to watch him fight because he just brings something different.
And I think he wants to do the same thing, so I'm assuming they're lining him up for a win here. Let's just get straight into predictions then. What do we got here? We'll just tip the main card, or you want to go through it? We'll go through it quickly.
Yeah, quickly. Yeah, okay.
All right. Hunter Azure versus Cole Smith.
Yeah, I went Cole Smith decision.
Right, Azure's favourite there. This is I'm looking forward to this one. Rogério de Lima versus Romanov. Now this is one who's 10-0 and I think 9 first-round knockouts.
Yep.
So I assume UFC is lining him up for another KO. He looks huge.
He's huge, dude. He is massive. Did you see my tip? Romanov KO, round 1.
Yeah, nice.
Huge.
Araujo versus De La Rosa.
Yeah, Araujo decision. I went with that. Again, I think those 2 of those first 3 fights, but we'll see. Never know.
Yeah, they've been surprising us lately. Remember last week, 4 submissions to start off the night.
Yeah, I know.
Fabinski versus Muniz.
Fabinski. Who did you tip in that?
I don't know who either of them are. I went Fabinski decision.
Yeah, okay. I went KO round 2.
Right. All right, main card. Thiago Moises versus the tallest, longest, spider-looking person I've ever seen, Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
So tall.
So tall. How tall does it say he is on the card? 6.
Over 6,
6.
maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think he's gangly though.
Yeah, you just have to. Interesting to see that matchup just for the dynamics there.
Yeah, I reckon Moises will get that by sub.
Yeah.
The subs.
Yeah, I'm thinking about changing that to sub. Brian Kelleher versus Natividad, who Natividad tried to stir him up a little bit. Also, Natividad is up in weight here, up to featherweight. Yeah. So that's something.
I saw you tipped him. You tipped Natividad. I
might change that one to Kelleher. I'm still on the edge.
Yeah, okay.
I just don't know. Kelleher's up and down sometimes, and sometimes they want to if these exciting fighters, they try and bring them in with a good matchup because they want more excitement in the UFC. Sometimes I think like that.
Yeah, I reckon the veterans gets it done there. A bit more experience.
I might change that as well. But for now, I'll take Natividad. And speaking of excitement, Pereira versus Imadaev, both of them 2 losses in a row. So for that sake, I think they might both be maybe playing it safe to try and make sure they get a win. They don't lose their job.
Yeah.
Might be more of a decision. And I'm wondering if Imadaev is trying to coax Pereira into swinging early and might try and catch him. But I have stuck with Pereira decision.
I might change that. That's the one I might change, but I'll see. I've got him tipped Imadaev by decision, but I might go for her.
Fucking, I might change to Imadaev KO round 1. We'll see.
What did I go? Yeah, Imadaev decision, yeah.
Oven St. Preux versus Alonzo Menafield. Menafield's body is ridiculous.
Oh, dude. Oh, you missed Eubanks. Oh, Eubanks now. Oh, they're not.
No, that one's off.
Dude, is it? What for?
Carla Rosa first. She went with COVID, I think, or she's off the card. And then also Julia Avila, who was supposed to be on this card's opponent, went off the card. So they've matched Eubanks with Avila, I think, next week or the week after, which is good to see because Julia Avila is awesome to watch.
Yeah, cool. I went with Menafield round 1 beast, and I just think OSP after being crook. I don't know how sick he was. Maybe he wasn't that sick, but I just think that'll affect his preparation. Yeah, I think Menafield just pings him on the chin.
Round 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've gone round 2, but yeah, I think you might be onto something there. All right, and this one I'm still not sure either. Overeem versus Sakai. I keep changing. Overeem's favourite. I don't know if Sakai gets him early. It's going to be 5 rounds. I don't think it's going to be a boring heavyweight 5-rounder. That'll be awful if it is. What do you reckon?
I reckon Overeem's chin has looked shaky in his last few fights, and I think if Sakai hits him, I think it'll be over. But I think Overeem will keep him at range, do his thing, pick him apart, and I've gone. I reckon at the end of the first round, I reckon Overeem will finish him.
End of the first.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
You remember that Walt Harris stung him and nearly had him beat, but then ran out of gas?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm thinking Sakai might try and see the same thing and just be smart about it. But, okay, there's a few crazy ones here.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. There's a few fights here I'm looking forward to seeing, even if they're not big names. But, I'm just counting down the days for Izzy and Costa.
Yep.
Cannot wait. Are they doing a pre-press conference for that, just quickly?
They did that ESPN interview last week.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, Izzy was a little bit on edge or a little bit taking it a bit too serious, I thought. But I don't know if he's doing it on purpose. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looks like that's Vegas before they have to fight Island. I don't know what's holding
Apex.
Up. All right, mate.
Sweet legend. Lovely seeing you again.
We'll speak to you next week. And we'll put out a little post-fight. If there's any decisions, we'll put out a little post. I'll put out a post-fight analysis on them on YouTube.
Legend. When are you out of lockdown?
When's the sky not blue? I don't know, man. How long's a piece of string?
Fucking hell. I don't know how you guys are doing it down there, but thinking of you. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, think of me when you're at the beach. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got my new boat coming in 2 weeks, but I wasn't going to tell you about that. I'll send you a photo.
No, but yes. All right, catch you later. Thanks.
All right, legend. Talk to you soon. See you guys. Bye.
Mouth full of beans.
Mouth full of UFC.